Down, my dogs of war.
Let's do this my way.
Okay, Katrina ruined
So
it.
you ready?
Ready?
You ready?
You ready?
What do we
What do we talk about?
First thing first.
What we got?
What we got? That was it.
That was it.
The sensation that's sweeping the
Nation.
the meme nation. We've got
That's turning people away from God. Yes.
Telltale.
Telltale's losing their damn. Just
losing their damn everything. And Batman's dick.
And
Batman's dick.
And Total War's Day 1 DLC.
Oh yeah, the El Turban thing. Yeah, it's a small thing.
It's a small thing, so let's do that first. Fucking Total War is doing Three Kingdoms, and instead of putting Yellow Turbans in base play, they're making them DLC. Aren't they a crackerjack group of fuckers? Because they're like the spark of the whole Three Kingdoms shit.
Yes, they are. So it's like, why would you put the Yellow Turban Rebellion?
Oh, I didn't even see you there, tiny cat.
See, it's still going to be in the base game, but it's if you get the DLC, you can play as them.
Oh. Because I thought it was more like they cut out that part when you told me that. And I'm like, you don't cut out the Yellow Turban Rebellion because that's part of history.
No, it's kind of like Chaos DLC in Total Warhammer.
Okay.
There's Chaos is still there, but with the DLC, you can play
as them. Okay. So, Mike, you want to talk about this Bat Dick?
Yeah, let's talk about that Bat Dick.
Yeah, Bat Dick, son.
Bat Dick?
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
The new comic that's gonna...
Bat Dick! Bat Dick! Now here's the question, though. When Batman's dating Selena Kyle, and he's showing off stuff, and he shows off the Bat Dick, does it have like a bat symbol just drawn, like carved into the pubes?
I would imagine he's done...
It's really gotta be a...
Oh, no, you want to know what it is? They're in bed, and he has spotlights with the bat symbol aimed at his dick.
He's got like a specific location marked on the floor with an X, and just stands on it, hits a button, all the lights go out, and just...
Yeah.
Wouldn't that give you cancer of some sort?
Lights on the dick?
It's DC Universe, you can just about anything.
Fair enough.
Spotlights on the dick cause cancer now?
In comic books, anything that gives you cancer actually gives you superpowers. So
also, it's the only thing that can permakill you. Because as proven, the only thing with Superman was he was dead. That was actually like after that point.
Cancer.
And then there's good old spider jizz. Spider jizz. It killed Mary Jane Parker.
Yep.
Spoilers for those of you who don't know.
Oh no, that's an old story.
That's an old what if comic. Fuck it.
That's like when Wolverine
What if Spider-Man actually fucked Mary Jane?
No, it's what if Spider-Man actually killed Mary. It's like part of a what if.
Here's the thing. In an actual what if comic, like it's a few years set in the future, Mary Jane's dead, and the reason is because Peter Parker's ejaculate was fucking
radioactive.
I know, but I'm doing a joke that the what if comic. What if Spider-Man actually fucked Mary Jane?
I mean, legitimately, there's a what if comic if Wolverine became king of the vampires. So
that he's so busy.
In fairness, at times Spider-Man
would have done that to save Jubilee.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not even. No, my favorite one is Captain America comes back and leads the KKK and the Nazis to take over America from within. Only because, like, it literally goes through the entire thing. It's Captain America. He goes into power, everything.
It's Steve Rogers.
It's Steve Rogers, Captain America.
There's been 3 other people.
Mike has a question.
What does this have to do with Batman's dick?
It doesn't. Sorry about the segue. We'll bring it back to Batman's dick now.
It's not even a segue. This is a tangent.
It's a tangent.
This is nothing to do... We can't just talk about fucking Ku Klux Klan America, man.
Alright.
And segue into like, oh yeah, speaking of Ku Klux Klan, did you hear about Telltales and their zombie game?
There's actually an old, I believe, Fantastic Four villain called the Hate Monger, whose costume is basically a purple KKK, like full-on hood. And it turns out to be either a clone or a revived version of Hitler.
Huh.
Cool.
Why isn't he in Captain America's comics getting punched?
Because that's Red Skull territory.
Because reasons.
And Hitler respects Red Skull territory.
Back to Bat Dick.
That has nothing to do with that.
Something, Uatu the Watcher.
Pretty much.
Uatu the Watcher.
Anyways, so, recently, DC, for the past year, has come out stating that they're going to release something called the Black Label. And the Black Label is that they want to do a mature a truly mature comic series for adults. So stuff like they'll deal with drug addiction, sexual violence, all the kind of stuff, and fully show it, not just hint at it.
Can you
Not
please
just
rephrase that
heavily
so
imply it.
that so it seems like there's an actual comma between sexual and violence?
No.
Because that's worrying.
No.
There will be
Please,
sexual assaults.
You said
Oh,
Black
no.
Label. The only thing I could think of in that minute was that they were going to put the comics in a wooden cask barrel and let them age with whiskey.
I imagine they already have all the comics. They're just putting it in there. And it's like,
Oh, God, I
if
was
we
gonna
wait,
hire
This
Fuck.
comic series 20 years ago.
No.
if we
Oh,
wait,
God.
they'll get mature.
Oh god, I just had a
Because you
No.
know the murder of children in quite a few of the comics, and the possible sexual assault of Barbara
Really?
Gordon.
Oh,
totally
please.
doesn't
No,
say
no.
anything.
Barbara
No,
Gordon?
I'll bring that up. No, hold on.
I was
I'll bring
gonna-
that up. Stop. I'll bring
Okay.
that up. I'll bring that up in a minute.
Alright.
That was
So-
hinted at.
No, I'll bring it up. Because what happened was, so they've been talking about, DC's been talking about the Black Label. They told everybody about this, and the first issue just recently came out called Batman the Damned, where it's Batman working with Justice League Dark. So it's, for those who read comics, Deadman, Zatanna, John Constantine.
Fucking dead man!
There we go.
John Constantine.
Yeah.
Fucking
So,
love him.
John
Fucking love
Constantine's best.
Fucking love dead man.
Zatanna booty.
that's Ant-Man booty. So,
Batman is
the
so
entire
cool.
first part of the comic is that it's Batman, it's that Joker is dead. Joker is fully dead.
Again?
Like, this is, he's supposed to be like, this is the
All
what
three
if.
of them?
No, this is the what if of like,
What about the
one
son
Joker,
of the Joker?
just one.
Or the daughter.
Like,
Or
it's
the
just,
daughter, yeah.
No, the daughter of the Joker, by the way, is a completely opposite character.
I
We ain't
know.
talking about her.
Or the other daughter of the Joker from the...
We ain't going down that route or I will beat you.
I'll stop.
That's what I thought, motherfucker.
But in fairness... can
That
I
actually
say
is the
one thing?
legitimate daughter of the Joker.
She
that
joined the
does it.
Teen Titans.
But anyways, so what happens is, Joker's officially dead. It's like, Batman's like, what? And it's
My
him kind of-
love.
and it's him questioning.
Brian.
But what ends up happening is that through the comic, Batman starts seeing dead people. Like, the spirits of the dead start just interacting with him. And start
You
just trying.
broke your rule.
And so, in the comic, there's a part.
I see dead people.
Pretty much.
Just Batman with the fucking...
covers over his face.
Full costume and everything.
Full cut.
dead people.
Alfred, turn on the light.
I could see that being a skit for Batmetal.
Yes. So,
No, he built a little tent. He built a little tent in his bedroom.
Oh god.
anyway. So, to frame the scene, pretty much it's that Batman had just a long night of crime fighting, so his outfit's fucked up. Situation Sunday, it's cut, bruised, everything. So the scene is him getting out of the Batmobile and just stripping it out of his gear. Just like, fuck it.
Okay, because I was about to say, wait, is that the reason why
No,
Batman's doing
no,
this
no,
shit?
no, no.
That some fucking random thug just went, ha! What do you do now, Batman?
He's trying to
No,
scare
no,
the
no.
ghosts off with
I'll
his
punch you with all three. What?
He's taking that one Rick and Morty episode with the artificial reality a little too seriously. The ghost can't see me if I'm naked.
No, it's not that.
Oh,
but it's no. See, now the image in your head where the guy pants to him. He's like, "Ha! What were you now? Did you just punch him with your? Am I getting?
Stop it!
Batman dick whips some guy into fucking submission.
Like, little do you know, I had the bat condom on.
So no, that led to my no. That led to a better joke. That led to a better question. And what it was that okay. So Batman's getting out of his gear and everything like that, and it's just a single frame scene of him. It's pretty much mostly in the shadows, and then just dick. That's it.
It's
just,
not like full flat on drawn.
No,
dick.
it's
It's
like
not
that.
You get like the edge of light touching it, and
I was
like
gonna make a
getting on the
shitty joke.
side.
yeah.
It's literally not
I
like
was-
full on, just like everything's in shadow, but his dick has like a spotlight on it. No,
Pretty much.
it's just like that faint teasing. Just
I would just like to give myself a hand for the restraint I showed in not making a shitty Nightwing joke when you said, and just, there's dick.
Oh, hi, Nightwing!
So
But wait, what joke about the whole Batman hiding under the
I
cover?
kind of imagine
It's like,
some
Alfred,
fist
I
down
see
there.
dead
Some
people.
hands his
I
hands
know,
just
Master Wang.
punch.
I am
Just
dead.
another fist.
Mwah.
His balls have little
Have a
boxing
good
gloves
night.
on them.
so anyway,
Just that
This is
old
stirred
joke
up.
of being like,
this is stirred up
I
a lot of
just
controversy.
imagine if Alfred's dead, they have that scene from Ghost where Batman's like doing pottery, and Alfred's right there with him. Just sitting behind him.
It's okay,
Alfred's
Master
been
Wayne.
dead the whole time!
Batman's dick.
It's okay, Master Wayne.
Oh my god, that would be amazing!
It's a really good. Here's the thing about it. It's a really good fucking comic. I was trying to find it, but it's apparently really fucking good. And what it is that so with the image of his dick out there in the world, you have a lot of people. What ended up happening is this happens with the first issue release. So like the first set that came out has the uncensored dick in it. The next set that came out is completely censored, so you don't see Batman's dick. So yeah, it just goes smooth.
No, just the Batman's dick.
Batman's dick.
That's how you fucking started.
It's Batman's dick, man.
So it doesn't have Batman's
dick. You want to go skateboards?
Yes, because I am totally humans. But anyways, this is like a lot of.
You want to go skateboards?
This is like a lot of just arguments on all different sides. Some from people going, "Why are you censoring it?" Other people going, "Is this going a little too far, showing his nudity?" Which a lot of people, I actually agree with some percentage.
Whose nudity is next? Joker?
See, no, the thing about it is that
like
that's the thing about
Wang's like staple gunned onto his crotch.
I can believe it.
It's like, what is wrong with this man?
The head is
more
green.
being Superman's dick.
Like they all have like little smiles like tattooed onto them.
So the balls have the smile on
I'm
it.
not.
So
The dick head is
No,
green.
the balls all have ha ha ha.
So what happened? So
God,
actually, most people were
Joker.
expecting that it was going to be like Harley Quinn topless or something. Like they expected it was going to be a woman first, not a man. So people were actually like, there are a lot of women that are just like, good. They at least showed male nudity. What's wrong with that?
Over female.
Like as a beginning.
I'm not honestly. It's one like mostly in shadow dick. What is the issue? They said it was going to be a mature comic. It's going to follow mature themes. What the fuck was the issue then?
It's because the fact of that right after they did that, it was just instantly censored. So it's either that one, DC did this as a marketing ploy to show that they're going to go mature routes and just quickly did this as a kind of a ha, or they did it and then someone at Warner Brothers or something said, "Wait, you're going to put a penis in there? Fuck you are!" It's like, but it's a comic, you put it mature. The fuck you are, and they instantly kiboshed that.
Which is.
Do you need some help, son?
No, I got it.
Do you need scissors?
Do you need scissors, son? Because I swear to
an
God,
adult,
you need an adult.
I do not need an adult.
I swear to God, you're gonna need an adult.
I am an adult.
I am an adult. So this led to a lot of things.
Bag
This
like
is also
a
led.
man.
So it's led to
With one
again.
hand, just a.
It's led to the argument of like you
This
said, there's a lot of
puts a
people who
smile
are
on
like you
my
and me who are
face.
just like it's labeled as mature content.
Did they put a little warning on the front that said "warning material" on it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Warning.
Where is the fucking issue?
Warning, Batman's dick may be larger than
like-
you
Some
think.
Warning, bat dick.
Like and that's the
warning,
thing.
penis.
That's the thing about it. Does say mature. They like I said for an entire
Penis.
year they
I love
pushed
the idea.
I said penis.
They've been warning people ahead of time. There should be no issue there.
Penis.
Warning.
But here's the thing about it. As one of my favorite comic reviewers was talking about it, they brought up other
No
facts of
context.
that, like
No context.
when-
Fuck context. Warning. Penis.
Penis.
Anyways.
No, not even. It's just penis.
Just the word. Just a sticker on the cover that just says penis.
No, it's the word penis with a little musical note on the end to denote a sing song.
Yeah.
Penis.
Like
Yeah.
Sega. Like
Like
Sega.
Yeah,
Sega.
Katrina's just losing her
Shit,
goddamn
damn
mind.
So, this led to a lot, like I said, this led to a lot of arguments. This also led to apparently an argument over circumcision. That's how funny this shit has gotten. It has literally led to one of those arguments. But as the
To
movie
circumcise or not to?
Today we're talking.
No, it's
Today
not,
on
no,
the
okay.
talk of circumcision, we're here to discuss
Holy
the biggest issue in comics today.
No, here,
Batman's dick.
I
Was
was
he
about to
sexually
ask, was
assaulted
it-
by
was
his
it-
parents?
It is circumcised.
Okay.
The thing about it is a
Is
person
that really
made
big
an
of an
argument.
issue for you?
Truly, the greatest.
Hold on,
was curious.
hold on. Let me
All right,
finish this.
hold up. Let him fucking finish. Hold on. Let's get on with this real
It's the
fast.
argument with the circumcision thing was the fact was that a person apparently made an argument that circumcision can lead to child mental trauma that like Bruce Wayne had of his losing his parents. I'm not fucking joking.
So, if you're circumcised, watch out! Your parents are gonna get shot in a back alley. Oh no!
You know what that has?
All
as much-
because your dick was snipped.
You know what that has as much fucking
bad guys are watching you.
truth behind us?
What?
These fucking jackasses who are saying that because Spider-Man helps the New York PD, he's like totally okay with how in the real world
No, we're not going down that fucking
I've
stupid.
seen that.
I've seen that shit, and
article.
that
we
shit's
talked
stupid.
about that article, I think. Or I
No,
don't know. We didn't talk about it in the podcast.
Yeah, we never talked about it on the podcast, and I still think that's a
another thing we can
stupid.
talk about.
Yeah, that's a stupid thing on its own.
I just want to say, it's
You've opened
fucking
a can of
dumb.
worms, Pat.
He's a superhero in a fucking fictional universe. Yeah.
And I
helps the police.
I have the gist of what you're trying to say in like greater detail because I read that fucking article and I hate myself for it. But go ahead, Dimitri.
No, I was just gonna finish off this. It was the thing about like people complained about like the whole Bat-Dit thing, and it was like, has no one has read I don't know the entire arc in Green Arrow when Red Arrow was on heroin, had an alcoholism problem.
Or what about when Dr. Light raped...
No, he was... don't you remember?
Yeah.
He wasn't on heroin. He was on China Cats.
It was heroin.
When Dr. Light rapes...
what's her name? And they blot his memory.
It was the Adam's ex-wife?
Yes. He rapes her.
And then he brags about it, going like, "Oh, I can't wait to go to jail and tell all my friends how I raped her, and how he can make a hologram of him raping her."
No, Adam's ex-wife was the one who murdered somebody's current wife.
Yeah.
How about we talk about how Ant-Man abused the Wasp in their domestic violent way?
That one's always just like that's an overused one. I just don't use it as much. And it's like.
I just remember reading the Ultimate Avengers and watching her shrink down, and he's all mad, like, "You bitch!" And he comes out with her with a can of Raid or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, because that was when Hank Pym was losing his fucking mind. It's the same time he made fucking Ultron.
Yeah. But it's
just
like
watching
shows
him
that
like
he was not
double
very
fisting
much
cans
mentally
of like
stable.
insect killer just squatting under a table like, "Ha ha, bitch!"
But it's
he's like fucking like super teabag squats down with two cans and leans onto that shit.
I'll show those assholes that I'm still fit to be the leader of the Avengers by creating the world's most dangerous robot to attack them.
If you create
this
Ultron,
is the perfect plan.
Your mental stability is in question, and people go like, "What about Iron Man?" You're acting like his mental stability wasn't in question already.
No, he had his moment with Demon in the Bottle.
Iron Man was a drunk for the longest time.
No, that's why I said
comics.
he had his moment with Demon in the Bottle when he nearly lost his company, got killed a civilian while drunk, and lost almost everything, and had to clean himself up. He had his moments, but one of my things is
let's not act like Iron Man was the moral compass.
I'm gonna use one reference in the everyone talks about this as a big controversy. And this led me to find out about another controversy, which I didn't know about the comic Alias. For anyone who doesn't know, that's what the Jessica Jones show was based off of. Was the original Alias. Yeah. And in that comic, Brian Michael Bendis had Luke Cage, they were originally having sex originally, and then he's like, "I'm gonna put it in the back door." And apparently that was a big controversy, was having anal sex in a comic book.
No, let's not talk about how the Purple Man kind of degenerated her body and mind for fucking years. No, let's not go over that. Let's talk about the anal butt sex between two consenting adults. Let's talk about that. And that's a big problem.
It is a big problem.
That reminds me.
But that
butt sex.
Wait, now was it Purple Man with the anal sex, or was it Luke Cage?
Luke Cage.
Okay.
Purple Man never really did anything to her.
Besides just
but
made
her fuck with her.
No, he fucked with her, made her kill some heroes, and made her strip.
Yeah.
But he never raped her.
In a restaurant or something.
Yeah, it was in a restaurant. It was the first time she showed up as a hero to him. He goes, "Oh, that's nice. What's your name?" She tells her his name. He goes, "Good. Now strip."
Yeah.
Now strip.
Actually, no, that got interrupted by cops showing up.
Right, that's right, it did. And she said, "Oh, go kill the cops.
Kill those guys."
Speaking of butt sex in Marvel Universe.
Let's not derail this conversation with things like butt sex. But go ahead.
Speaking of butt sex in the Marvel Universe, the way they turned Iceman gay is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
There was a shortage of butt sex in the Marvel comics. And
I did like the Jessica Jones show that it actually made me feel a little sorry for Purple Man.
Oh, they made him more human.
Yeah.
I mean, it was David Tennant. They weren't going to make him look like a complete asshole.
But the
whole thing of his parents left him at a young age. It's like, you tortured us. I was a kid throwing a tantrum.
They did that to him.
A power to control people. You don't expect him to be the exactly a hero from that.
Gotta be a hero.
I actually want to hear what Pat has to say.
David Tennant would make an amazing. What's that British guy from the one movie of the heroes that kill villains?
Captain Britain.
Yeah,
Captain Britain.
That's not Captain Britain.
No, not Captain Britain.
First of all,
the Elite.
that's
the
Marvel.
Elite. No, the Elite. It's Elite. It's
I want to say
Union
it's
Jack.
Alistair.
Union. Yeah, that is
Union Jack.
Again, that's Marvel.
I swear that's
No,
I have
Union
no idea
Jack
what the
is-
fuck you guys are even babbling.
Union Jack is Marvel. Do not question me on this. Obscure bullshit is my
It's
bread and
when
butter.
Superman is questioning should he
I want to
actually
say his
kill
name's like Alistair
villains,
Black.
and a group called the Elite show up with an alien ship and kill Atomic Skull.
Manchester Black. Anyway.
Manchester Black. That's
Anyways, segue on. What would we like to talk about now? I've got a lot of
Spider-Man was the next thing on the thing.
Speaking of Spider-Man, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 'cause
Spider-Man.
we were going to talk about how fucking people were getting all butthurt that Spider-Man
was helping the police, like,
he wasn't
you know,
really helping the police. He was helping one cop, the one cop he trusted. Because even in the game, when he stopped a crime, he's like, "Better get out of here before the cops show up."
I mean, mainly what
Because
a lot
he's
of the
still
people.
a vigilante. He only trusts one fucking cop, and that's Yuri.
Mainly, what people are complaining about is the whole
I know. I was getting
network thing.
To that. I was getting to that.
Okay.
It's all build up. You got to let me
All right.
work through the paces. Because the whole thing is Yuri's network that they had installed by Oscorp for monitoring crimes and whatnot within the city through the CCTVs that are all in Manhattan, phone calls coming in, etc., correspondence between cops, was all being relayed through a secure network run by Oscorp. All their sensor towers went down, and this is the start of the game, so nothing spoiled here. You go around and you can fix them, and it's kind of like the Assassin's Creed way of opening up maps, revealing crimes, revealing challenges, side missions, pigeons. And
really, how the fuck else are you going to do that?
And you don't just go up and go, haha, I'm going to fix it. No, you hack the fucking thing. You hack the fucking towers to fix them. And not only fixes it for them, but you're hacking in to get the information for yourself so you can do your Spider-Man thing.
Like, really, though, how the fuck else are you gonna get the, are you going to believably get, like, updates on crimes that are happening around town?
It's something that they have in Manhattan right now, in real life. They have a monitoring system like this.
Yeah.
Because it helps them fight crime. But apparently no, it's to help with the totalitarian oppression of the police against the public at large. Spider-Man supports the totalitarian regime and the oppression of the people.
I would say, if I may, just one small thing. You did comment about how else could Spider-Man do that, and I'd say, if it wasn't for the fact that this is a more of the kind of Peter Parker innocent kind of having fun kind of Spider-Man, if this was someone like Superior Spider-Man, he would have spider bots like he did.
I mean,
have spider bots.
But that's fucking Doc Ock. Doc Ock is one of the main villains. For
yeah, but I mean
spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Sort of. Kind of.
Maybe
you can see it. He's a fucking character you interact with at the start of the game.
It's
Anybody
shown in
who
the
knows
trailer.
the comics tells you who the fucking guy is.
And it's not a surprise that Doc Ock would be
in it. But no, the thing about
how you guys played the game yet?
No,
I've not played, and I've not seen anything with it.
No.
Not a lot.
I would like to be surprised.
That's my thing about it right now.
But,
I mean, I
can see this coming from a mile away.
After this.
If you just pay attention to shit in the lab where Doc Ock works. But essentially, this is spoilers. If you don't want to hear it, cover your ears.
All right.
La 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 la.
But essentially, Doc Ock is trying to work on prosthetics.
Yeah,
prosthetics to help people. His first fucking lab patient is a veteran who was injured in war, lost an arm. They were trying to reconstruct an artificial arm that would beat out prosthetics in price and capability, give enhanced performance. He essentially builds a fucking full-on goddamn robot arm that works to articulate degrees. So much so that later on, after he does a bunch of shit, he builds these incredible prosthetic arms that could, if they ever went public, be a boon to people. But then they got weird.
Yeah, because
the
overloads in the synaptic.
Well, not just that. I'm talking the design of the regular ones. How he tosses the ball and then he has the arm extend, but instead of just going and grabbing it,
the fingers elongate, the arms and wrist elongate to like a tendril that snaps it back and then it retracts back into a hand.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really like, whoa, that doesn't need to be there.
See, that reminds
That's
me
going a little too far, Doc.
Small of a tangent, but that reminds me of the fact is that in the comic books going up into the events of Secret Empire, originally for Marvel, they did make Doc Ock into a really good guy. Even when he lost control of Peter's body and had to be moved to a robot, he was like, you know what? I'm actually going to try and make the city good. I'm actually going to try
I'm going to be a good guy.
I want to be a good guy here. I don't want to be a dick. I'm going to try and do this my way, though. But then Hydra goes, yeah, you're going to work for us. So why would I have to work with Nazis? They had to find a convoluted way to have him work with Hydra.
Super Nazis.
Super Nazis, or whatever.
No, wait, wasn't it super double Nazis?
Yeah, but apparently that's the fucking thing. Apparently that's the fucking thing y'all had a problem with me calling.
Super double.
You're tacking on shit for no reason. It's like a goddamn anime attack.
See.
Super double secret Nazi punch!
See, the KKK is back.
Yeah.
But not the super quadruple KKK. Those are the real.
Super
Quadruple.
Yo, quadruple is what I heard.
Quadruple.
Super
Quadruple
KKK. I should smack the cat food right out of your mouth, Chris.
Yeah.
And punch you through that goddamn wall.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing to call them. That was the point!
I know Pat's sense of humor. Therefore being, I fully understand where Pat was coming from with that.
Thank you.
The thing about it for me is that's what it reminds me of. It's just like, Doc Ock will do good things. It's just usually shit happens.
Nobody gives him a chance.
If only
Actually, that's the funniest
in
shit in
him.
the world. Because when he loses the arms, he's the nicest guy in the world. And even admits it. He's like, yeah, after I lost robotic arms, I just kind of chilled out and started doing other shit.
I heard lost my arms. I'm just imagining him like a potato. I became a pretty good guy when I lost my arms.
I mean, if you're gonna talk about potatoes, we're gonna talk. I mean, the Telltale potato faces, the faces.
Little do we know, that all the evil in your body are in your arms.
Can I just say, I absolutely love the way that they did.
It's controlling me.
I just want to say, I absolutely love the way that they did Norman Osborn in the game.
Don't spoil too much, but we'll just leave it at that.
Like, Doc Ock has many motivations for the arms, but I just gave, like, an example of one thing. There's way more in the story and plot to the character.
Oh, cool.
And they didn't just, like, slap in these villains, just be like, haha, here they are. Except for...
It's a love
like
letter.
Spider-Man
Each of them
3.
has... What? You gonna nitpick? Come on.
I
You're gonna be like, oh, no, I
Shocker
don't
need
like
to
that
be
one.
Shocker is a small-time villain. He was being hired to do this.
I know, but it's just like...
I mean, that's
He's
what
a
you...
bank heist expert. He was hired to rob banks to get capital.
Let me guess,
from
he was
illicit
level
activities.
1?
No. No, level 1 was taking down Kingpin.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
Weirdly enough, yeah.
Weirdly enough.
I expected that, like, middle of the game.
No, he's like straight up.
Just like almost first thing you do in the game, take down Kingpin. All right.
I guess, well, that makes sense because it's...
All right, where the fuck do we go from here?
He doesn't become a villain later on either. He's still fucking stuck in jail.
He's probably going to be in the DLC.
I don't know. I haven't played the DLC yet. I linked the game to my
I
buddy.
mean, I mean, like, the actual, like, DLC chapters aren't going to start coming out until October.
There's already one out.
Alright, so Telltale?
Yeah, there's one that came out
just
day
about to
one.
say, speaking of Telltale,
No, I was still talking about the villains.
Okay.
Wait, what chapter came out?
I don't know. There's a chapter
I
after the DLC already.
I think it's already posted up. We'll look at it later.
Yeah, it was posted up like day one practically. It's like $29.99. And the characters aren't fucking two-dimensional either. They all have fucking story to them.
Speaking of story.
Even the fucking ones that you fight at the end that are only on screen for like a couple minutes at most. They still have more story and background to them than fucking half the other Spider-Man games go.
True.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, one of the things I found weird was that they sort of gave what is usually Scorpion's motivation to Rhino.
What was Scorpion's usual motivation?
Scorpion's usual motivation is to either take revenge on J. Jonah Jameson for putting him in the suit or getting out of the suit.
Yeah, but the thing about it is also, as we know, the original Rhino story is bad. It's really hard to sell Rhino.
I mean, really, Rhino's just a thug who wanted superpowers so he could beat up Spider-Man.
And that's not even his original. That was it. He was just a thug hired to fight Spider-Man in a Rhino costume.
This one actually had a decent story. He had
better than Razorback.
True.
I don't want to ruin the stories.
God.
Well,
each of them has good story to them. But
we'll leave it like that. We'll not dive any deeper.
Chris wanted to talk about Telltale.
Yeah, we'll talk about Telltale.
Talk about your potato faces.
Let's talk about Telltale.
Let's talk about potatoes.
Tombstone was awesome.
Let's talk about potato salad.
Yeah,
Potato
Tombstone
salad?
was fun to fight too.
We're gonna talk about potato salad.
Tombstone's in the game.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Yeah, he's in there. Like amidst all the zombies and the fucking Walking Dead, you just see Tombstone come barreling out.
If I may,
he like hurls rhinos at you.
If I may, hold off on Chris's thing. Just one little quick. I recently looked up some more stuff on Tombstone, and realized that he was basically the main antagonist for the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I always thought that was just another black version of the Kingpin.
Nope.
Because in my defense, he acts more like Kingpin than Tombstone usually does.
True.
Or than Tombstone actually acts. And I didn't watch Amazing Spider-Man that much.
Of course, I did.
Green Goblin was amazing.
Anyways, potato
That
salad.
one was okay.
Spider-Man.
So we're gonna talk about some potato salad. Potato salad. Potato salad.
I thought we were talking about Telltale.
Telltale is potato salad.
No, it's not.
Potato
It's a
salad.
video game.
Potato salad.
No.
Potato
salad is
It's not a game. It's
Telltale.
a game developer.
It's a game.
Potato salad
Potatoes.
is...
Developer. It's a game.
Just because they're
Potato
both...
salad.
No, that's something else entirely.
I
I could pull up pictures of potato salad.
And it's
Pull up a
Telltale.
staff photo of Telltale. They will
Just
list
because
nothing
both
alone.
They're the exact same.
That's I'm getting the
Because
pictures.
both video games and potato salad are on
Get the
Kickstarter does not make them the same.
They're the exact same thing.
This is not Soylent Green the movie.
This is Soylent Green the movie.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
You are wrong.
Consider the
I
fact
will
is.
look up
Considering the fact.
Telltale potato salad right fucking now. If it is the first search on Google.
Yell,
Oh.
can we stop this?
No.
I legitimately
no.
can't yell right now.
Potato
My throat hurts.
salad. Well, you don't have to yell.
Yeah.
We'll yell. It is not fucking potato salad.
It is potato salad.
Fucking eat your hat.
Anyway.
Alright, okay. Yeah, alright. It's the first image. Telltale. It's potato salad. Alright.
What?
I quit. My
Yes!
career is
Yes! I win! I fucking win!
When the
Watch
first
out.
image was actually potato salad.
Let me see.
Turn on his phone.
Let me see. Give me the fucking phone! Jesus.
No fucking way.
Telltale potato salad.
Hold on. Mike, you have to pull it up for those so they get to see the Telltale potato salad.
Telltale potato salad. The first fucking search images.
Yeah.
Are fucking
Potato salad! Boom!
They are
I
fucking
did
potato
that.
salad.
Boom! Boom! Telltale potato salad!
No!
Telltale potato salad! I win! I don't care!
Games. Telltale. Okay, still
Potato
potato salad.
salad! I still win!
Alright, hold on. I got it.
I win!
Walking Dead. Let's add that in there. Let's see if it gets anything out. And I don't know what the fuck. Okay, it's not potato salad this time.
I already got it! I already won!
Like three
I
seconds.
already won! I said Telltale
And
potato
there's a
salad!
picture of potatoes.
What is going on?
In the middle of everything is a bowl of potatoes.
I win! I fucking win!
There it is! Potato salad!
Bam!
But it's not the first search on this one.
I already got you though, because I said Telltale.
What?
I didn't say Walking Dead.
What the hell is going on?
I did not say Walking Dead.
Potato salad.
I said
I don't know what's going on either.
Telltale potato salad.
Anyways. Telltale
This isn't
potato.
potato salad. This is just a yam cut up.
Anyways.
What the fuck does Telltale have to do with
Like,
potato
what is
salad?
this? Why is this in a search for Telltale, potato salad, games, Walking Dead? Why is this sweet potato
I
in
love
there?
it. People also ask on Telltale Potato Salad, how do you make classic potato salad?
What the fuck is a Tokyo Ghoul restaurant collaboration picture doing to the fucking thing?
I don't know.
I don't know what this is. I can't. I'm done.
All right.
So, Telltale.
Yes!
In the recording.
No. Fuck.
He's gonna jump off his balcony. Excuse me.
Well, guys, I'm sorry this is bad news. I have a small prayer for...
I didn't actually jump off.
Oh, shit, goddamn. Shit, you broke the illusion! Anyways.
Or did I?
Or did you?
Master Wang. Do you see dead people?
Anyways.
Have a good night, Master Wang.
That's a joke between me and him.
I know.
We have to end everything with Alfred. Look.
Because it's so kissing Batman.
Good night, Master Wayne.
Anyways. About Telltales.
Some people just want to watch the wild bird.
Most people have heard about
potato salad, though.
I don't know why potato salad. I don't know what led to potato salad. Potato salad. Potato salad.
Potato salad.
No.
You're in the conversation now?
I don't want to listen to potato salad.
No.
I made enough potato salad.
Alright, so Telltale's being sued.
Well, no. Let's start from the beginning. As everyone's heard, Telltale is gone out of business. They pretty much filed for bankruptcy. They kicked everybody out except for, I think, the 25 people, the 25 heads, like COO and like his business partners.
COO, CFO, their blowjob assistant.
Them and 25 other people. Everyone else down. Everybody had 30 minutes to get out. And okay. So, anyways, what ended up happening was
air raid signs going on.
I thought I was gonna say.
No, that was a motorcycle.
I know, but when they first go out, I was like, "We ain't going to Silent Hill.
If you
I ain't going back
guys
there."
hear weird noises in the background from the audio, it's because I'm standing on the porch and they open the sliding door.
Yeah.
Because
we'll take it.
Part of the conversation.
It's ambiance, motherfucker.
Anyways, so what happened was with Telltale Games.
We cultured as shit.
Yes, we are. With Telltale Games shutting their doors and everything like that, they apparently are going to neighbor other companies to try and make a deal to get some money. Stop the cat.
Momo, get the fuck off.
Raus!
That worked. But anyways.
German. The language of animals.
So what happened was...
I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Anyways. So Telltale Games, with them shutting down, they're reaching out they're like, hey, we're reaching out with anybody to give us money, like any company to try to get some money in so we can finish The Walking Dead. Because they had one episode released already, and they've come out and stated that we're trying to get the money to finish up the season. It will not be any of the same cast. It will not be any of the same writers. It would literally be given to a third party to just finish the damn game. To finish the episodes off, and that way they can just completely close. What's happened since then is Telltale Games is now under a lawsuit by one of their former employees in the state of California. And the reason for the lawsuit is every person who was fired, quote unquote, when they were all fired, they had not been given any pension. They were not giving any money, unemployment. They cannot file for unemployment because they were under contract. When they apparently were closing and they knew that they were close to closing, they were still hiring people and flying people in to come work at the studio. Everything. They kept up the sham of that this was still okay, knowing that if this one deal didn't go through with this company, they were going to have to close. They gave nobody any warnings except for the 30-minute warning as they shut down saying, get out.
Everything's fine. The company isn't going to have to keep smiling or Andy will send me to the cornfields. He's such a good boy.
See this big motherfucker with a spiked baseball bat just standing in the corner with pink Andy.
It's a fucking reference to an episode of The Twilight Zone. It's the one they based that episode of Justice League on.
See, a more appropriate reference would have been comes at you with a big baseball bat covered in nails, like whistling at you.
Little pig, let me in. I need love. Anyways, so
excuse me.
Still waiting to see him at Tekken 7.
We will see him. But the thing about it, so with the lawsuit going through, it's the fact of that there's a specific United States law stating that you have to give your employees ending payment or anything like that if there's a big company shutdown, especially if it's business wise, anything like that, and you're firing either over 25 people or all the way up to at least I believe high manager or high ranking officials in your job. Now, there are loopholes on the federal level that can get Telltale's out of having to pay for it. But on the state level, especially California, they abide by those rules hard. So the guy's trying to push for just a state level to get all the employees, and if they win, the COO has to take whatever money that's left in the company and his own money, and then he has to pay every single employee that they fired at least, I think it's almost $200,000 a piece. Plus, no, he has to pay for their termination fees, medical bills, and a few other things.
Yeah, no, he
pretty much, and it's one of those things of looking back at it, you go, man, Telltale's was like such a big company, and you know, how did it fail? But then you look at it and you go, no, you can see why it failed.
Why did it fail?
Yeah, why it failed.
No, why did it fail?
The fact was that a lot of their games were episodic, and a lot of people fell off of them. Like, it'd be like, here's an episode. We'll see you in like 4 or 5 months.
It also probably didn't help that most, if not all of their games, weren't actually original IPs.
That was a major thing.
Yeah.
All the licenses they had to buy, they kept buying.
That's money out of their pocket. Had they built original IPs, they might have had a better chance. But...
Pretty much.
I thought Borderlands was an original.
Borderlands is owned by Gearbox.
Yeah, Gearbox.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a Gearbox product. But that's the thing about it. They were pretty much going around taking up whatever license they could get their hands on. That's why they had so many games. It was Borderlands. There was, what?
Batman.
Batman.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Game of Thrones.
Minecraft.
Really? They did
Minecraft Story Mode.
Didn't they make a Jurassic Park one too?
I think they were going to do a Jurassic Park one.
I remember one got
we brought that up.
Okay, the thing about Jurassic Park is that was before they went into this whole...
let's do everything.
No, before they went into the guided experience sort of thing. That was when they were still making stuff like Sam and Max games.
Yeah.
That they were going to do the Jurassic Park one.
But yeah, that was their thing. They pretty much pushed themselves way too far, way too fast. Was like, oh, we'll get all this money back. And a lot of their games got mixed to okay, but they were pretty much pumping games out left and right. Like, The Wolf Among Us was one that we forgot to bring up. And it's just like, they kept trying to outreach themselves, like, oh, we'll bring this season in, we'll bring this in. Yeah, they also had Stranger Things, that's right. They just got the license for Stranger Things, and we're going to make a Stranger Things Telltale game.
God, do you remember how... Okay, for those of you who had the experience of playing The Wolf Among Us...
This is a good example, too.
While it was coming out, you may or may not remember how the next time on the Wolf Among Us thing, a bunch of the locations for scenes were completely different because they completely reworked scenes because there were just months between the release dates of the fucking episodes.
They did the same thing with Borderlands.
Because they were fucking focusing on...
Walking Dead.
On Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's their moneymaker. That was their only thing. But the thing about it is that a lot of people fell off after the second season into the third and final season.
The strange thing about that with the Borderlands one was they were doing Game of Thrones, and the Game of Thrones one stuck with, if we have the scene, we're going to do it. But Borderlands, they were like, oh, we have the scene, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I always laughed at you that the Game of Thrones one came out before Borderlands.
Yeah, that's the thing
about
it.
Oh, Borderlands came out. Hey, Pat, how's that Borderlands next episode coming?
But that's what I mean. That's their issue. Like, episodic games can work because there are good examples of that. Telltale does have some good examples, but another good example is Life is Strange. It's an episodic, but it's one game. Like, they know we're making an episode, but it's all about this just one game. We're not trying to stretch our teams this way, that way, and everywhere and go, okay, you guys are going to work on, we're going to take you and, you extra guy, you're going on, Walking Dead team. And this guy's going on this team.
About Walking Dead.
I would have them just work on a season, and then have them work on something else for a season, and then shift them and rotate seasons.
That's the thing about it.
This is why you don't work for Telltale.
That's why you don't work for them. Because they were just throwing everything.
Have a brain in your head.
Yeah. They were just throwing everything. They were just like, well, hopefully, like, if we release all these games at once, people will buy it. It's like Telltale's had something, but they were just buying licenses. They were still buying more licenses.
They were just good at acquiring shit. That's all they were good at.
And let's be entirely honest. Telltale's entire catalog is basically just bona fide fan fiction.
It's basically the same shit with a different skin.
It is.
Tale of Borderlands, that's considered canon.
Yeah.
But if you look at a lot of the other games, I would say outside of The Walking Dead, the Borderlands one, and the Game of Thrones one, all the others really are fan fictions.
Even the Walking Dead one is fan fiction.
I thought it was canon. It's like its own separate canon within the world, but
I don't fucking know what they consider the canon for
Like,
Walking Dead to be.
I know that
it reads like someone's own original character self-insert fucking Walking Dead canon.
In fairness,
Walking Dead fanfiction. That's what it feels like.
In fairness, I think it works in the same way that like the first Resident Evil movie works. Like, yeah, I can totally buy this as a thing that happens to be happening in the world at this time.
But on its own, it's one of those things where it's like, eh.
But then shit starts going into territories like Resident Evil 2.
3.
Man, I can't wait for Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
Fuck, those movies sucked.
But no, the thing about it is very
2
much...
was the only one that had any piquing interest for me. That's it. Everything else can suck fuck.
1 and 2, I actually like. I actually like 1 and 2 because 1 was a setup for people who have never played a Resident Evil game going to the movie.
1 tried to be a little scary at some point.
Yeah.
Some spots.
2 was cheeky and knew what it was.
Yeah.
It was
becoming like the Resident Evil games at that point, self-aware.
Yeah, but in 2, that's when they started fucking up actual characters from Resident Evil.
They fucked up characters, lore, and everything. Yeah. Starting at number 1. And then
no, there wasn't any characters from Resident Evil in the first movie.
So, I'm actually thinking about that.
But they started fucking up canon.
I think Wesker was there for like a second.
No, Wesker was
he showed up in the second one.
Yeah, he was in the second movie. Yeah, he was in the first.
Okay, then
I'm saying
like
fucking. I'm not saying they started fucking up characters in 1. I'm saying like they fucked up characters, lore, all this shit, starting in number 1 because they fucked up lore, world settings, that kind of shit, and then 2 they started fucking up characters into the mix. So that's when the character fucking started.
And really, that wouldn't have bothered me as much as it's more of the Mary Sue of Mila Jovovich just being forced on you more and more because it's like, okay, her being the first
movie, she was still pretty.
No, that's what I said. In the first movie, she's fine because she's meant to be the audience's eyes into the movie, going, okay, you know what? If no one knows anything about Resident Evil, she's a good example to just kind of start you off with and go, we're gonna weed you into this world. And keeping her into 2, I would have been fine with if you just killed her off in 2 or whatever.
Instead, they started elevating her more and more to Wesker status. And then they gave her a clone army of herself. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And immediately killed that off.
Can I just ask what you consider them fucking up the lore in the first movie?
The Hive, for one. Nice concept and all, but it's not what they had. And even then, it's under the city, not out in the fucking sticks. Like
but I don't think it was actually established that it was...
No, they did.
They did.
That the mansion is the Hive's under the mansion. That the mansion was a distraction for everybody.
It's front entrance.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think they established that it was the mansion from the first Resident Evil game until the second movie. Because I think most of the first movie takes place in the complex.
I believe they established it was the Arclay Mountains in that one.
I think they may have
because it's outside of Raccoon City. So
true.
I think I'd have to rewatch the movie, and we can all make a day of that, rewatching the Resident Evil shit movies and making.
I will get back to 2. You lose me at 2 because I watched 3 and I'm not going down that road.
Make fun of it. We can
because I finished up to the one where everything was a simulation. No, I finished. If I may, let me get a tangent here.
No sense of it.
I got to the point when you find out that everything was a simulation to upgrade the virus, and that everybody that you saw in the movie were still alive and were Umbrella agents. And it's like, wait, so none of the other movies happened? Nope. The world was already fucked over to begin with. It's like,
Welcome to Star Ocean Syndrome.
Okay, look. Mike, I don't know how well I can say we know each other, but I'd like to think that you know me well enough that I do like to make fun of shit. That I like to watch shitty movies and make fun of them. That's part of the reason why Evil Dead 2 is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
But those movies are goddamn offensive.
Those movies are masterpieces compared to some of the shit I have seen.
Those movies are offensive in how terrible they are.
This is a very shameful but proud moment. I sat through Rubber from start to finish. I sat through Thanksgiving. I sat through Jesus Christ, Vampire Killer.
I am not saying...
I've seen some shit, man.
I've seen some shit too, don't worry.
Some shit that'll turn you white.
I know. I look.
I came from those dark days.
I have seen shit of my own. I have. I'm just saying that I would rather if you bring over like DVDs, like a complete set of the DVDs of Resident Evil movies.
My brother probably has them.
I will. I'm not kidding. I will take the lamp that is standing in this thing room right now, and I will hit myself in the head with it until I pass out. I will not watch those movies.
Like I said, no, because they are... Okay, here's the thing about it. Honey, I love you. You have never sat through all the Resident Evil movies. I've sat through most of those Resident Evil movies. They are trash, and if you know anything about the lore, it destroys in a second. It's the reason why when my sister said she loves those movies, I stopped and looked at her for a moment and get like...
I'm thinking about...
My sister likes those movies too.
It's a weird fucking thing!
My brother likes those movies.
Why? Why is it women? Why?
My brother is not a woman. Let's get that right. I said my brother likes those movies.
Okay, you said your brother. I thought you said your mother. I was like, why?
My mother doesn't like this.
Okay.
She'll watch the Scream movies, though.
Those are cheesy, though. I accept that.
They're self-aware.
That's the thing about it. They're a meta movie. They're the original meta horror movies, where it's like, we're making fun of this shit. We're just...
I have seen Manos Hands of Fate!
I have seen the 40-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it.
Good for you.
It is vomit-inducing. But no, it's the reason why...
You haven't seen horror until you've watched an audience, for no explained reason, literally paid to stand in the middle of a fucking deserty, like, tundra area thing. Whatever the fuck it's called. Drylands, Badlands, whatever kind of fucking shit.
Oh,
yeah.
God damn.
And they have to literally watch through binoculars this one sentient, psychic tire roll around and explode people's heads.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen Rubber.
Yeah.
That sounds...
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what else is bad?
honey.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's bad.
I don't think Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
You know what else?
Puppet turkey running around killing people.
Isn't there
Someone
the
literally
Ginger Dead
shitting in
Man
someone
as
else's
well?
coffee?
No, Gingerbread Man is amazing because it has Gary Busey.
Dead Man. Let's get that.
Because it has Gary Busey. Gary Busey sells that fucking movie because he's literally playing a gingerbread man. That's the one thing that thing is shit. I've seen it. I've seen both.
That reminds me.
I've seen both, bitch.
The baby Jack.
Yes.
That reminds me. I learned of something recently that annoyed the piss out of me.
What?
Those are B movies. Those are B movies. Let's get that right.
I learned about some B movies recently that pissed me off.
What?
Excuse me.
The Leprechaun franchise.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes.
I like the Leprechaun franchise. I unironically like the Leprechaun franchise.
The little shit-stained leprechaun is fun to watch.
He is.
But the fucking Origins monster can eat a fuck.
Exactly.
They changed the fucking lore. They changed the leprechaun. They changed
It was made by WWE, and the person playing the fucking leprechaun in Origins was fucking Hornswoggle.
I don't know who that is.
He's pretty much... He's
a leprechaun.
He literally is a leprechaun. He literally is a short wrestler who was dressed up as an Irish leprechaun at the time. It was literally...
How do you
is
fuck
that racist
that up?
or ableist?
Very carefully.
Very well.
I mean, god damn it, why? Why would they do this?
And they actually had an okay track record with See No Evil.
Oh, you know, I got something we can watch
See
after
No
this is
Evil
done.
was terrible.
Oh.
See No Evil 2 was pretty
I know, but I love it.
Okay, I have become obsessed with watching this channel called Dead Meat. They do kill counts.
I saw.
He did every single one of the Leprechaun movies.
I have those on my phone, actually.
You can watch that. Oh! He did Thanksgiving as well!
Oh, God.
I just remembered now.
Santa Slays.
Santa
With Goldberg.
I don't think Santa Slays is fucking funny.
It is fucking stupid and I love it. But no, here's the thing about it.
Here's the best and worst part. The B movies me and my buddy Alex used to watch together were on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
They had all the worst ones imaginable on Netflix.
They still
We were free to berate them at will. It was glorious!
Fun story about Santa's sleigh.
There was a firefight!
Yeah.
All right.
That's how Goldberg met his wife. She was playing a stripper that Goldberg, as Santa Claus, as the evil Santa Claus that kills people, jumps up onto the swing of and just has his head between her thighs. That's how Mr. Goldberg met his wife.
Yep.
Aww.
That's so romantic.
Yes, it is.
How did you meet Mommy?
Well,
I was
playing a serial killer Santa Claus, and she was playing a stripper.
I went flying in the air, and
I went flying through the air and landed face first into her thighs. It's lovely first cunnilingus.
I really want
That
when Katrina said that's romantic, I really want a clip of that scene from Aristocats where the little white kitten just goes, "How romantic."
This is one of the
I don't splice anything into these. This is just raw footage.
I know.
Raw audio, so
But see,
sadly. Because I'm not putting the extra time into these podcasts. It's literally cut off the beginning where the sound checking shit is, cut off the very end where there's dead silence,
and let it roll.
Slap it with the overlay and let it roll. That's it.
We gotta have clips loaded onto our phones that we can just be like,
how romantic. No, the thing about it is, like, I love trash. I love trash.
You guys will never MST3K shit with me. It makes me sad.
Like, I love trash, but my trash is one of those things, like, I have to have a very specific mindset to watch a trashy movie, or else I will check out or I will leave the room. And I know me, because I have a lot of movies. Like, I'm one of the few guys in the literal world who likes the movie Sucker Punch. I'm one of the only fucking guys.
Too.
I know.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch was a movie where the entire premise was that it's a girl getting lobotomized, and it's her going inside her own mind to relive the event.
Wait, is this the one with the schoolgirls fighting
Samurai? Giant samurai.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. I actually kind of like the World War II plane scene shit.
Yeah, with the
samurai.
Yes,
that shit was fucking fun.
It's a fun popcorn movie, but everybody hates it. Critics hate it. Fans hate it. I'm like, it's a trash movie, people. It's
a guilty pleasure movie. That's what it is. It's for the same reason people like me and my buddy Alex, we like watching Biodome. Why? Because we saw it as kids. We thought it was funny. And it still kind of is to us now as adults because we realize how shitty it is. Yeah. And how much these two are really fucking retarded as the main characters.
You know what movie's kind of crappy that I actually like? RCPD.
Oh, yeah, the RCPD movie. I never had a chance to see that movie.
Me neither.
But I saw it and I was like, this looks dumb. I'm down for it, but it looks dumb.
I mean, it's basically just Men in Black, but with ghosts.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I can see that.
I know the premise of it. I've had clips pop up on YouTube. I'm just like, why not? I've never seen it. Okay, whatever. And call it done. I've never actually seen the full movie or read a synopsis for it because I read a synopsis for it. Never got.
Which strangely reminds me of this. Have you ever seen the cartoon series Big Guy and Rusty?
No.
Apparently that was based on a comic book by dude who did Sin City.
Frank Miller.
Yeah.
That's because Frank Miller is one of the weirdest guys in the world. He's actually up there with Who wrote V for Vendetta, or was that Frank Miller? No, that wasn't Frank Miller. Was it?
I don't know who did that one.
Because the guy who did V for Vendetta did Watchmen, and
the guy, I think you're thinking of Roger
Moore.
Same guy who did Bone.
I believe so. But he's one of those guys where, when it comes to comic books, it's like, you give him something and it's just like, oh, this could be really good, or this can be a nightmare-fueled, drug-induced chaos. Let's roll the dice and see which one we're going to get this time. Fuck, I rolled a goddamn Frank Miller Sin City. Shit!
Sin City I actually kind of enjoyed.
Hey, at least he didn't get Snake Eyes and we got Holy Terror Frank Miller.
True. We don't talk about Holy Terror Frank Miller.
Although, one fucking movie like that I can't fucking stand. Spirit.
Really?
I actually
like Spirit.
I did not enjoy it at all.
Alright, which Spirit are we talking
No,
about?
Spirit.
Are we talking about the horse?
No.
Spirit.
I'm
We're talking
Spirit.
about Frank
I'm the
Miller.
octopus.
Okay.
I got
Eight of everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
that Spirit.
Okay.
Like, the
I
Spirit
love that
loves
movie.
me. The
I
Spirit
know,
caresses
Samuel Jackson
my
Nazi.
butthole.
Samuel
I wear a mask
Jackson
and fedora.
Nazi.
I'm an edgelord. You know, it's just that movie could not
This
hook me in.
city loves
It's like
me.
it tried to rip off Sin City and shit like that.
Well, it is made
just-
by Frank Miller too.
No, but it just didn't rip it off the right way. It fell short. It just didn't have engrossing characters like Sin City did.
Did anyone here ever see A Dame to Kill For?
No, I've never
I
chance.
didn't.
No, the prequel to Sin City.
Yeah, I did.
I haven't seen
Was it any
it.
good?
It wasn't that bad. It was actually very nice. I enjoyed it.
That's good to hear.
It had it has the same kind of feel to it. Same kind of feel to some of the characters.
I actually have a Sin City board game.
Oh
And here's the funniest thing about it.
god.
It
Okay.
came with a tag that said you shouldn't handle any of the items inside of it with your bare hands. Because apparently the pieces are made of lead.
No, actually, you can't handle it if it's lead. It's if you start seeing rust pieces on it, get rid of that shit right away. Because if lead on its own, you're fine. It's once it's actually like rusted and failed on you, that's when lead is bad.
To be fair, if that's the way it's gonna be, I'm gonna grab tissues and just pick the pieces up.
I'm gonna wear gloves.
No, I'm not gonna put on gloves. Fuck
No, that's Chris.
tissues.
Alright, the doctor is ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was from something else entirely, but I just find it hilarious
They're all
that it just
tainted with anthrax.
I was gonna say they're all tainted with cocaine. Just like Pat picks one of the pieces, like, oh, this is pure Colombian heroin.
I'm just waiting for like a
From
Saw
the
board
South?
game to come out.
From the South
And the minute
Keys.
you open it up, it's like, oh shit,
Harvested by
we're all
someone
gonna
with-
die.
a club foot and 3 children.
This one.
And his daughter wife.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Then Pat picks up next week. Taiwanese boy, girl. No.
Filipino
and
lady
then,
boy.
and then, and
Post-op
then,
transvestites.
then as you guys are sitting there in the backseat, handcuffed, wondering what the hell the snozberries taste like, somebody with a long hair mullet and sunglasses and a weird Cheech Marin mustache pops in the car, looks at you and says, "You boys like Mexico?"
Oh, yeah.
I forget what question I answered. Filipino lady boy hookers.
Oh, use your words.
Yeah, and use your words. I forget what
yeah.
the question was, but I put up Filipino lady boy hookers.
I'm sorry, but the question is, what is mac and cheese best known for?
Filipino lady boy hookers. I mean,
I think I still would have won that.
I think I'm justified in my answer.
I think I still would have. Everybody would have voted for me with that. What is mac and cheese best known for? Filipino lady boy hookers. I gotta give it to that.
And now you just made me think of
Your soup
Kickstarter.
smells like donkey balls. And your children are ugly.
You know what was funny? That Pat put up when we were asked Christmas spirit. Pat put up drinking eggnog, and I put up jerking off into eggnog, and it's like couldn't sound that better if I played it.
As I best explained, my best moment was still the board when it said name a board game, make up your own fictional unplayable board game, and I just did fisting. Every finger counts.
Oh, the plant one where me and you both did a horrible one.
Oh, we're gonna cut off right there because it's gonna go way south.
I just thought of a really good one.
No, we're stopping here.
Stop it.
We're stopping the train. We're stopping the train here. Yeah.
Double penetration.
Yes.
It's a game of inches.
Alright.
Yes, we're gonna stop here because we keep going down this train. It's only gonna get worse, and we're gonna go further off that cliff. We're already in the ground.
We already talked about Thanksgiving, rubber, Batman's dick, and so many other things, and Joker's Hydra Wang. I think we could go a little further.
No.
I don't think we've hit the bottom of the barrel yet.
Oh, I can scrape that bottom of that barrel real fast.
All right, let's go there. Let's quick. Let's finish.
Okay,
bottom
straight game another question. We're gonna bring back to the DC thing. Do you think that since the whole DC mature thing, does that mean that Green Lantern just never has to buy a condom? He just uses his lantern ring to just make a condom for himself?
I mean,
do you think, if they're going a sexual assault route, do you think Sinestro would strike fear into the ladies of the world by making, raining magical dildos that home in on them?
But the thing about, does it, true penetration? Does it go, all 3 holes, and does it, gyrate? I mean, also, there is a question about
Wait,
also,
this is the most important question. Do they vibrate?
Yes.
No, this is the more important question. What does an alien vibrator look like? Because remember, Sinestro comes from his planet, and all of his weapons are from his people's design.
True.
Fish sticks. Fish stick dildos.
Actually, good question here.
Fish stick dildos.
Who's bigger, Captain America or Batman? Who'd be bigger?
Size?
I don't know. We haven't seen Captain America.
But you have to think
Marvel! If you watch this, Captain America's
on
how big is it?
steroids, though.
You know what? No, I got it. I'll text Stan Lee right now. I'll pull a full-on
Captain
Brody.
America is on super steroids, and he was frozen.
At that motherfucker.
Yeah. So, it could be that his dick is small.
That's the question, though.
Because
But no, it's not that he's on
freezing
steroids. He's
plus
not on
super
steroids. It's that he has super soldier serum that increases all parts of his body. But he was also frozen. So, who's the bigger man in this situation?
Kids, winners don't do drugs unless it's super soldier.
Serum. Also, here's another question.
All I need is my serum.
No, you know what the next Batman vs Superman fight's gonna be? Next Batman vs Superman fight is
I'm
gonna
loading
be
at Twitter right now. All right. I got Stan Lee. I'm following him right now.
We're gonna at that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I'm atting the fuck out of him.
Hey,
So,
Stan
all right,
Lee.
now, question. I'm going to say this right now before as he asks,
I would
as
love
he asks
to
this question.
start something.
I'm going to ask this question. Batman vs Superman next fight. Who's the bigger man? Superman or Batman?
They just bring out rulers.
They bring out rulers. They go,
drop them.
boom.
We measure from the tip.
No,
from
the base.
Please, let's have some dignity.
And that's what's going to start the next Superman war. Superman's going to turn evil because he's shorter than Batman.
Boom.
Boom.
No, no.
Superman is an alien.
And
so
if
we
Batman
can
loses, that's why he creates the entire list.
Yes! That's why he creates a kryptonite bullet, because it's I just got the one man with a bigger dick than me.
He creates the entire list because he's smaller.
Here's the thing about it. If Flash has sex, is it at high speeds? Does it go Mach in?
Alright, I think
Or is it just
Okay, there we go. I just tweeted Stan Lee. With the Batman Wang controversy, when is Captain America gonna have his own shadow silhouette controversy?
Boom!
I actually tweeted this motherfucker. I ain't lying. It's on my Twitter right now.
Look at it!
Go look at it! My timeline. You'll
Look
find
at
it. You'll find it.
Start the Twitter wars.
Who's got the bigger Wang?
Are we gonna get
Yes! We will start the war!
We
didn't start the fire, but the Wang was burning.
No, first, if you see more